Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and tonight I'm gonna be showing you how to take my makeup look from day to night. With the G Beauty makeup products, they're all mineral based, giving you so much glow and hydration that the skin will not be heavy when applying more makeup for our nighttime look. First thing I'm gonna start with is a little bit more prime skin. So I wear this every morning and just one extra pump to give me a little bit more coverage for my nighttime look. I take the prime skin directly onto my complexion with our kabuki brush and blend it into my skin. This is gonna give me more glow, a little bit more makeup, and more coverage for the night. I stipple it into my skin so it goes right into my pores, giving me more full coverage without being heavy or oily on my skin. Now in the morning, I wear a little bit of eyeshadow on my lid, but for nighttime, I'm gonna intensify the look. So in the morning, I apply my highlighter from my face, but onto my eyelid. So I'm gonna do a little extra for nighttime. So I take the G Beauty O2 highlighter, really easy, natural sun-kissed color, and apply it right onto the base of my eyelid. And I'm gonna go in about 3 times, so I'm building the eyeshadow onto the base of my eyelid to give me a bit more highlight. This color works on all skin tones. It has a beautiful gold sun-kissed finish. Next, I'm gonna take our Golden Glow bronzer, which is my favorite dual action product. I wear this as a bronzer all over my skin, but I also wear it as a crease color in my eye. So I take our blender brush, work the Golden Glow into the brush, and I rock it back and forth into my crease. And I rock back and forth, back and forth. Coming across, back and forth, back and forth. Now, what I love telling my clients about nighttime makeup look is it doesn't have to be heavier and it doesn't have to be a lot of makeup. You can enhance it with different tricks like eyeliner or a bright, bold lip. You don't have to wear more makeup to look like you're going out. I actually find it really refreshing to have really light, effortless makeup for nighttime and letting your clothes and your hair speak to the nighttime look too. So next, I'm gonna build on my eyeliner from earlier in my morning look. Now I'm switching to a black liquid liner. This is the G Beauty Felt Tip Liner. It's really fine, and I'm just gonna glide it along my lash line to give me a more nighttime effect. So I'm gonna take the liner and push it into my lashes by patting and lifting along my eyelid. Eventually, it's gonna become a perfect line. Now, we're all human and we all make errors, so we're gonna go back in with our concealer brush when we wanna fix it. So coming out to the end of my eye and doing just a slight flick with my pen. And as you can see, it really focuses on giving more density to my lashes, but I have more of a nighttime look almost instantly. Now, if you struggle with wing eyeliner, what you're gonna do is take your concealer brush and you're gonna fake it by flicking the wing upwards. I made a little error on the top, and over here, just smoothing it out. Now, here's where the next trick comes into play. I'm gonna use our liquid concealer, which is a more heavier weight concealer that's gonna give us more full coverage. What I love is you can apply it right onto the eyes, right onto the skin, but we're gonna come under the eyes to perfect the wing. So I take the concealer by lifting it and pressing it into my skin, and you're gonna see we're gonna use that as a trick to perfect the wing. And again, lifting it, coming around the nose, down the center of the face, and just slightly above the eyebrow. I'm gonna take our contour and highlight brush, which is a little bit thicker, and press it into the skin to blend my concealer. When I go under the eye, I'm gonna come nice and close to the wing and just brush out to perfect it. There's always a trick with makeup to make you look fresh, to make your liner look perfect, to make you look tanned without being in the sun. We always say you gotta use the tools in your toolbox. I love brushes. Now, while I let that sit, I'm gonna come back to my eyebrows. So at night, I like to make my eyebrows look a little bit more pronounced without making them look too heavy or too dark. I'm gonna take our Brunette Precision Brow Pencil, which has a really fine tip, and I'm gonna brush it into my eyebrows, creating the look of hair strokes. So coming along the brow and creating a little bit more of a perfect brow for nighttime. In the daytime, I like to have my brows a little bit more messy. For nighttime, I like to make them a little bit more perfected. And even if you're blonde, there are the perfect brow colors for you to give you that look of a more complete eyebrow. I'm gonna set my brows with our high brow in the shade Fawn, which is almost like a taupey gray tone. For me, it's the perfect color because I don't want my brows to be too dark, but I do want them to pop. Just up and out to the very last hair. Next, we're gonna do mascara. So for nighttime, I like to do a little bit of mascara on the bottom. For the daytime, I generally keep it nice and clean. So what I'm gonna do first is layer the top lashes by building on my mascara from earlier in the day. And when I do the bottom, I just lightly wiggle across. Nothing too heavy that's gonna drop onto my concealer or my skin. Coming across, and always be sure with your mascara to brush upwards. We think that we wanna brush outwards, but when we brush upwards, that creates a more open effect on our eyes. And just a light dusting on the bottom lashes. Next, I'm gonna come in with our Golden Glow bronzer, which I used earlier in the day, but now I'm gonna go a little bit darker. So I'm gonna take the Golden Glow bronzer, dust it off a little, come across my forehead, up my cheekbone, into my jawline, and then down my neck. Depending on what I'm wearing when I go out, I'll generally put bronzer on my chest, on my clavicle bone, on my shoulders, anywhere where I wanna give a hint more color. Now I'm gonna take the actual blush and apply it up my cheekbone. Now meringue is a really pretty, fresh color, which I find gives so much rejuvenation to the complexion and looks really great in photographs. Everybody knows about contour, but I don't like to overly commit to contour just in case I get heavy-handed. I'm gonna take our foundation stick, which comes in a multitude of colors. I'm gonna use it in the shade Pecan. I'm gonna take just a little bit with my middle finger. For me, I like to focus my contour on my nose and a little bit on my cheekbone. I'm gonna take the Pecan and just gently rub it on the sides of my nose, across the bottom, and just a little underneath my cheek. This goes a very long way. For me, it makes me feel a little bit more sculpted on the nose and on the cheekbones. You don't have to commit to a full face of contour. You can just highlight it in the areas that you need it. And as you can see, it just creates a bit more structure to my nose. Last but not least, I'm gonna come in with a new lip for nighttime. So I'm gonna be using a lip liner called Holly Berry. So I'm gonna take it along my lips. And for nighttime, I take the pencil and I just work it onto my actual lips. Again, because our makeup is mineral, it's not gonna be dry against the lips. It's actually gonna give you a little extra moisture. And then taking our Hello Gorgeous lipstick, which is one of our best-selling pinks. It almost has like a berry, very soft, light pink berry tone right across my lips. Just perfect it with my finger, and voila. While you can see it is a little bit more makeup than during the day, I'm not overly committing to anything heavy, not doing a smoky eye, but creating a nighttime effect with a bit more of a berry lip, that wing liner, and glowing skin.